Hello friends, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm back here in Genshin Impact because I'm going to be doing a little challenge today, and that challenge is building my supports as a DPS. Now if you don't know what I mean by that, whenever I do a character showcase video, there are usually 2 or 3 characters that you always see on that team. Some of those might be Bennett, maybe it'll be Xiangling, maybe it's Xingqiu. But today, instead of using those characters as supports, we are going to be using them as DPS and seeing how strong we can make them. Now, as I said, the 4 characters we are going to be using do include Bennett, Xiangling, and Xingqiu, but the 4th character of that is Mona. She is going to be the only 5-star of this team because she's my only 5-star support that I've leveled for right now. And I had a lot of other supports, but I couldn't fit them all in this video, so if you want a part 2 of my other supports, like Faruzan or whatever, make sure to let me know, because I will definitely do that if you guys enjoyed this video. But anyways, let's just get straight into it. Now, I do want to talk about Mona's build a little bit, because it has been kind of janky over the years. Right now, she's got a weird sub-DPS build. It's 2-piece Heart of Depth and 2-piece Emblem of Severed Fate. Now, a typical support build would probably be 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate, but I have so many Emblems of Severed Fate sets scattered across everybody else that I couldn't quite do that. For her weapon, she does have Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers because of its passive, and her constellations, she's C3, and her talents are 4, 6, 8. I'm not exactly sure how to build her in the best way to make her a good Hydro DPS. I was thinking of doing 4-piece Heart of Depth because that's pretty much best in slot for every Hydro character. So I think I might just do that. And if we do put that 4-piece Heart of Depth set on her, her ratio looks a bit like this. Now obviously she's lacking some crit rate, so we're going to get rid of this ugly weapon, that is the 3-star weapon, and we're going to switch it with a crit rate catalyst. Now I'm not sure which one is better of Solar Pearl and Lost Prayer, but this one increases movement speed and elemental damage bonus, and this one increases elemental damage and skill bonus by 20% as opposed to 8%, but this one actually stacks. So if you do 8 times 4, which is 32, 32 is higher than 20, so we're going to do this one. And it also has more attack than the Solar Pearl. And if we look at that, then that brings her crit rate up quite a bit. And she still does have a decent amount of energy recharge as well. But I guess now, let's get into testing Mona and see how much damage she does. Now for this team, I'm going to be using her as a vaporized DPS, so we want a constant pyro applier, that would be Xiangling, and Bennett for an attack boost. Now for the 4th character, I'm not exactly sure who to use. I don't really have any good supports who are good for burst amplification, so I think I'm just going to put Zhongli in here. Because of the buff with the tenacity set. And since we have Zhongli, that means we can fight a bigger enemy like Raiden, so I guess let's just go. Before we head in there though, I do want to eat some food, so let's see. I think this one might be our best bet. Increases crit rate by 8% and attack by 272. More crit rate the better, because as we saw in the last episode, even with 79% crit rate, our friend Zhongli didn't like to crit. Okay, Zhongli walked through. Now let's go. Did he not crit? Are you serious? Okay, I don't know how he didn't crit with 79%. So, now we're at 76, which hopefully is enough, and her attack is now at 2.2k, so that's fantastic. Oh, Mona just did a 14k charged attack. That's already a good sign. Okay. Here we go. 44k, thanks Zhongli. You could have done that in the last video. Okay, come on Mona. Are you
Hello.
Do it! Oh! I think that was 200k. I'm not sure. Alright, that went really well. She did an impressive 204,000 damage. So I guess now, let's move on to Bennett. Now, the only thing I'm going to change about Bennett's artifacts, besides the fact that his ratio is pretty good, but currently he is carrying an attack goblet. So I think we're gonna fill him in with a 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flame set instead of a 2-piece thing, so that he can do more pyro damage. So let's just give you this. And we can steal Yenfei's Pyro Goblet. Okay, that does look better, so I'm pretty happy about that. I guess now, let's go make a Pyro DPS Bennett team. Okay, so for the team, we have Mona still, Xingqiu for off-field Hydro application, and Ayato is back once again because of his burst, increases normal attack damage of party members. Okay, this is a weird way to do this, but, you know, I am not one to judge. 21k, 56k. Jeez, bro. Let's go, Benny. 25k E. Hey. Die. Hey. There we go. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. I think Benny did some good damage there. Now, let's move on to the melt variation. Now, pretty much the only thing I'm going to be doing in this team is switching out Xingqiu with Ayaka, because Ayaka can apply constant cryo so that Benny can melt it. So let's wait for the Cryo Regis Vine to respawn and do it again. I just realized that in this team we have the Kamisato siblings. How adorable. Are you serious? No, I hate it that it just did that. That's so rude. Okay, whatever. Ooh!
What was that?
Ooh! 23k, I don't think that was a crit, but that E certainly was. 33k E, baby. Oh my gosh. Benny is literally so OP. Like, he's amazing. I know his Q didn't crit, but I still think that that was really good. Alright, that is the end of our Bennett test. Now let's move on to Xingqiu. So for Xingqiu, we're going to be going for Vaporize with his E. Now it's going to be pretty similar to our Mona team, except Mona's just not going to be the DPS this time, so we're going to put her here. But we are going to need Benny, not a DPS anymore, and Xiangling to apply Pyro. And pretty much we're back to our a team from the beginning of the video. But yeah, let's see how much damage Xingqiu can do. But before that, I do want to play around with his artifacts a little bit. Now, I never use him as a DPS because he is obviously an all-field support, so he has 4-piece emblem just like my Mona does, but now we are going to give him 4-piece Heart of Depth, so let's do that. And I'm just going to take Traveler's Sword, so he has some crit rate. That looks pretty good, but I think I want to give him a little more crit damage. For now, let's take Mona's Cup. And there we go. That looks a heck of a lot better. Okay, I'm very excited for this because off camera, he did 24k with his E just from a Vaporize, so I'm excited to see how this goes. Xingqiu. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. 68k with his E, my friends. And he did a 19k with his Q from one of his little flying sword things, which, hey, I think is pretty awesome, even though I did click that by accident, because I was going to only use his E. But I guess now let's do it again and try it with his Q. And also, since his E does 2 hits, that kind of doubles the damage that he did. So he did like a 68 and something else, so if you add those together, it is equivalent to a lot more than the 2 hits separately. Alright, we are back. Time to try it out with his Q now. I'm pretty excited because I think, considering how much his E did, and his E is smaller, I don't know. But I think he's going to do really good, so thank you, Guoba. Oh shoot, bro. Dude, he did 90k. Did anybody else catch that? Q did the same amount of damage. I did his E by accident again, but I'm glad I did, because it did 90 freaking K, bro, which is absolutely insane. This just proves how versatile half the characters in this game are, because you can build them however the hell you want, and they will still do some insane damage if built correctly. But now it is time to move on to the final character of today's video, Xiangling. Now, if you're building Xiangling as a support, it is recommended that you build her with 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate here, as you can see, but we are going to be giving her 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames so that we can test her by a Melt and a Vaporize test. So, let's do it! Oh, and for the Vaporize test, we are just going to be switching out Xingqiu with Ayato, because we are primarily going to be testing out Guoba and her Pyronado. Okay. Let's go. I'm very excited. Okay, Xiangling, don't let us down. Oh my god. Holy crap, bro. I didn't even get the chance to do anything. We might have to go to a bigger boss, my friends, because, Xiangling does too much damage to see what happened there. Okay, so for the boss, I've decided to fight the Primogeoviscia because it's large, it's got quite a bit of HP, and it also doesn't move around too much, so that'll be good for us as well. So, let's test out Xiangling again. Hopefully it is not in Pyro mode, and if it is, I might cry myself to sleep, because then I don't know what to do. Oh, thank god. I think that's Cryo, actually, so that's, like, perfect. Alright, let's wake up the beast. Come on, Xiangling. Oh. Oh my gosh. Guoba's doing 11k. That's good for Guoba. And plus, this thing lasts for a heck of a long time, too. Even without the buffs, she's doing around... Oh, it ran out. Alright, well, hey, that's not bad. Okay, so with the buffs, I saw 29k. She did a 33k on the Cryo Registine. Guoba did around 11k per tick. I saw some of that. So I think Xiangling was pretty good. But that does wrap up today's showcase. Alright guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more content like this in the future, showcases, tests, experiments, etc., make sure to let me know by leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already, or leave a comment on any specific challenges that you want me to do in the future, and make sure to press the notification bell so you never miss out on any content that I upload. I also want to say thank you so much for 11,000 subscribers. I will be doing a Q&A, so make sure to drop by my community tab and put any questions there that you have for me, or reply to the pinned comment with any questions there as well. But yeah, that's it. I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends!